In today's new episode of The Bag Show, with your greatest host of all time, Tubesox Spam, and I got my co-host here, Mr. Wonderful Will.
Hey, what's going on?
Yeah, we're gonna talk about some stuff today that's gonna expose some stuff and blow your mind. So we're gonna take it to a whole new level with our take of what's going on. You ready, man?
I've been looking at some things, doing a lot of reading through the social media, man. Some things that I've been finding some things that's kind of interesting. The hottest thing on YouTube is the battle of the sexes. You got the men and the women, at odds with each other. And now have you heard of the Passport Bros?
Yeah, I heard a little bit of them.
Yeah, about the Passport Bros. A lot of those men, particularly black men, they have checked out. Now they have passports. Now they are traveling to other seas like the Philippines, Thailand, Dominican Republic, Colombia, and they have gone abroad, man, looking for traditional women, because they said the women in the States or in other Western cultures, they are not that type of women to be married, man. So, and I just find that interesting, because I'm kind of agreeing with the Passport Bros, because I've seen a lot of stuff. I'm just witnessing things, how a lot of women are acting, man, and I have to say I'm disappointed. I'm not trying to say that the men don't have flaws, but I'm really disappointed with these women today, man, and I just find it disturbing. What about you?
Man, I can see they're looking for a woman, but I'm pretty sure even still, they saying, going overseas, getting a passport, going overseas, they must have to be in some terrible areas if you have to leave out of the country to go find a woman,
I know.
You know what I'm saying? Because it might be a little harder here because
a little.
Because in the United States, yeah, because in the United States, a lot of women, they a lot of them making more than the men making, right? And so it's a difference. That's why they have more of their own, basically doing their own thing. But then
they're independent. They have more. They
feel
like they independent, don't need men, and it's gotten to a point where it's been passed down for a couple of generations. Because you look at the millennials and Gen Zs, they mothers have raised them not to depend on men. They taught them how to get your own, do this and that and that. You don't need no man for this and that. And now as they get enough age, now they seeking relationships, and no man's going for them anymore because of the attitudes. Because I've seen it myself. Now, like I said, I'm not here to bash, but I've seen a lot of they bad behavior myself. When you go to these bars, what do you see? You see a whole group of women by themselves. And the men and the few men in the establishment, they're not even checking for them. They just to have a good time. They ain't trying to hook up.
Yeah, but one thing too, man, when you decide to go do that, like these guys go overseas, it's basically you going over there selling yourself as a meal ticket. Because first off, a lot of them women want to come to the United States, so they'll just dying to stick their claws in you to come to the United States. They'll get here, and all of that stuff that they did, in those foreign countries, they'll get here and get Americanized too, man.
No, I feel like I just gotta have to disagree with you on that. You really ain't been educating yourself on this. Let me educate you on some things. A lot of those women, I'm gonna go start with the Philippines. If you've been watching some of their contents on YouTube, man, a lot of the women, they're not trying to come to the United States. They're happy where they are. A lot of men, they're not just going over there and bringing them here, because they bring them here, they're going to get them Americanized, and they're going to check out on you. But a lot of them, man, they move over, not I want to say move, they get dual citizenship, they can move over there and stay, had they women over there, they don't bring them over to the States, man.
Well, even if that's the case, they'll get used to the American money, because a lot of these countries, once you get out of here, other than like Europe and Canada and certain places, most places, the dollar is worth a whole lot more. And so when you do go over there and hook up with one of them women, you always going to be wondering, is it because of the money? Because you look at it, a lot of them women that these guys are hooking up with had these, man, talking about terrible jobs, working hard work, for $10, $15 a week and stuff. And so when they meet you and you come over there with that American money, they know that American dollar is long over wherever they're from. And so even if you stay over there, a lot of times it's some of them women, man, it's basically, I look at it, they like kind of gold diggers too, man, kind of.
I got to disagree with you on that too, Sauce Spam.
Yeah.
You are really out of touch, my man.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but that's one thing.
I mean, there's probably a few like that, but like I said, those men, they're not just going over there just to hook up. Some of them do, but a lot of those men, man, the women, they find that the women in the United States are not dateable. They're not wife material anymore.
Yeah, I can see that too, but even still, you'll just have to do a harder search. But I guess
it's not that
I need to do more research on the passport, bro. But man, I'm not willing to do all that. Go through the effort of getting my passport, or if you already have one, buying a ticket and going over there, hoping you can meet a woman that's going to be decent. When you can go somewhere and basically anywhere in the United States, and you can find one, eventually you'll find one. I guess it might be a little bit easier going over there because a lot of them women, they looking at you like a meal ticket.
No, sir. No, sir. They just, most of those women, they raised to be traditional wives. Pretty much, because a lot of the women over here, they're not cooperative. I try not to use that word submissive because that's like a killer. That's a killer topic right there, the word submissive. Yeah. But they're not cooperative. They won't let the men lead because they've been doing it by themselves. And so, I mean, and I try to give them some leeway with that, because if they was raised and taught that way, and they up in age, say they mid 30s or late 30s, they are very well set in their ways, and it might be difficult for them to change. So yeah. I try to give them a little leeway with that, but most of these women now are just not dateable, and they carry themselves like going around here showing their rear ends. They so addicted to BBLs and some of that stuff.
One thing, man, it really, man, it just irks me now with some of these women in the States. They getting more masculine, man. I hate hearing women. You ever hear them when they be like calling somebody bruh? They be like, nah, bruh. I'm like, you a woman. It sounds stupid to me for a woman to be calling you saying bruh, and they talk like, cuss like a sailor and just the whole act. But that stuff, man, I hate hearing them. You'll see it on TV and stuff a lot now, man. You'll hear women, they be like, nah.
See it on TV. I see it in person, man. I see it all the time. I see it at my job. I see it when I go out. I just sit there and observe, and I'm like, God, leave me. I got my passport, so I'm thinking about exploring my options.
Going all the way overseas for some coochie.
Nah, I'm not going to see some coochies, man. It ain't no problem getting the coochie, but you talking about, you looking for something long term and something that, eventually you're going to want to settle down. You're going to get tired of running the streets, chasing skirts all the time. But, most of these men now, the passport bros, most of those men, majority of them, they looking for marriage. And they going over there finding wives, and the women, I ain't saying they easy, they just pleasant. Yeah. And I hear a lot of the stories. I have a lot of friends who went over there, such as the Dominican Republic, and they just say they keep. I mean, a lot of my friends encourage me. You really need to go. If you don't go one time in your life, go. It's an incredible experience. I mean, you don't have to worry about. I mean, you talking about dime piece everywhere. Halle Berry type chicks, man. Beyonce type chicks. There's plenty of them, and they are very friendly and they are very approachable.
Yeah, but you know, one point that I agree with about this stuff is that Zion Williamson stuff. It ties into that. What would make you want to go overseas to get a woman?
Oh man,
that
bring that up.
The Pelicans, the Pelicans basketball player, the stuff that he's going through. He was messing with a porn star, but then the porn star got mad because she found out that he had. I guess she's calling it a secret girlfriend, but the way I've heard, everybody knew he had a girlfriend, and she's pregnant. But this girl, but she is trying to wreck. It's like she is trying to wreck Zion Williamson, who, when you look into the mechanics of the whole story, that was a sheltered dude. I think he was a sheltered dude.
I'm thinking
never had women until he got famous, because she sent out texts showing that he's begging her how much he would have to pay her monthly, and getting her a house in New Orleans and all kind of stuff. When he's the multi-millionaire, but it's like he's begging her, to like he's riding her. Excuse me. He's riding her bandwagon. I'm like, dude, you the one with the bandwagon. You should be driving. You lay down the laws, not come there. Oh, baby, can you please, come here, stay with me? What should I do? I don't want to offend you. You sound like a big simp sucker, man. That's suckerest dudes I've ever heard of in my life, man.
Yeah, I have done some read up on that. The woman who's basically embarrassing him on the internet is she's a former porn star. Her name Mariah Mills. And,
ain't no such thing as a former porn star. You did porn, and porns live on forever.
Well, I guess the title, the title will stick with you. Stick with you forever. You know what? And I found, I was surfing the internet.
Well, you found one of her porns.
See, there you go. Well, I did.
Keyboard all sticky. Your keyboard all sticky.
All right, man. Yes, that's been a little nasty. But she was on the Wendy Williams show a long time ago.
Oh yeah.
And she was asking her advice about how to get real friends, and I guess that was Wendy Williams in her prime, her strongest moments before she had her mishap. But she gave her something to think about when she was giving us advice. But anyway, that's who she is, man. And the other woman, I think one is pregnant. I think they said she was a former stripper or something. And I'm like, and these women like 30 years old. He never 22. I'm like, boy, these girls like vultures, boy. They just came after him, and she got him for 18 years.
Yeah.
And I'm not gonna try to bash the dude, man. I kind of feel bad for him. I do, really. I'm not trying to be funny. I feel kind of sorry for you. But I just, if he will ever listen to this advice, before he even sign any birth certificate, he better get a paternity test.
Yeah,
if exactly. That's the sensible thing he can do at this point. Get a paternity test. Make sure that child is his. I won't pay not one damn dime.
Yeah, before you get like, you remember that Kanye West song? 18 years, find out the baby ain't his.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's the most thing I could just ask of him. Dude, please get a paternity test.
Yeah, but one thing, man, that trips me out, I know that he went through those little rookie symposiums, and they told him all of this stuff would happen. Before you get to the NBA and NFL and all that, they have these rookie symposiums, and they will tell you everything. You can be the squarest dude, never had a woman your whole life, and they will tell you as soon as your name is on that big marquee, every woman, well, not gonna say every woman, all these gold digging women will be coming at you, no matter what. Even if you don't know how to talk to a woman, they'll be coming at you, man. And so I don't know. I guess it's just the sex, man. And the women, some of the women are looking so good, and they got all this money. They thinking, oh, well, that won't happen to me. Because when you look at it, I think they said that Zion had been paying, what's her name? I think Mariah Mills. Yeah, they said he had been giving her like up to, I think it was $107,000 a month.
Damn, really?
Yeah, for absolutely nothing. You know, other than some booty. I'm like, dude, you could have got some booty for $50. Really.
I thought he supposed to be moving her into New Orleans or something.
Yeah. He was gonna get there, get a house, and asked her, because that girl, see, he picked the right one. That lady, Mariah Mills.
So she been trolling the hell out of him, man.
Yes, but she should be the poster girl for pro athletes, because they showed something, man. I was watching something on there, but she was just dogging him out. She called him fat and sweaty, and then was threatening to release some porn tapes and was trying to ruin them. She sent, I guess it was the tweets or something, Facebook, whatever she put it on,
right,
telling the NBA that you need to get rid of him or at least get him out of New Orleans, because she's got porno tapes dropping soon. And just the whole thinking of that, man, when you hear what she's saying, it's like you willing to disrespect your ego. I guess she just used to being on porn on camera, but you willing
to, nothing for her.
Yeah, but you willing to say that you whoring yourself out for this money, because you already told the world that you've been whoring yourself out. But she's trying to drag him down by that, you know, trying to get him messed up. And I'm like, man, the NBA, they don't care. They don't really care about you them dudes having sex with these women unless you raped them. But you know, even though, you know, it just, the main thing with that is it just makes Zion Williamson look like a big sucker.
Yeah, because I tried to read some of those things she put out on Twitter, because she been trolling the hell out of him, man. And she was talking about, if you gonna get back with me, you're gonna have to eat her punana for 5 days before you get some of her punana. And then she talking about performing. Have you heard about performing a tornado on a dude? A woman performing a tornado?
No.
That's what she's saying. She said she won't be doing a tornado on tornado.
Oh, that what the hell is that? You gotta get on that thing and twirl them hips like a tornado.
Oh no, dude, I'm thinking maybe she spin around on them, and this, I don't know.
Yeah, but man, I'm looking at a picture of her now, and you can tell, man, all this body enhancement she got. No, because I see how
I don't call it body enhancement. I call it body re-engineering.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this picture they got. She has on like a red, white, blue, green, and different, like with stripes going the length of a dress.
Right.
You can just look and tell that them hips and butt are not real.
Oh man, yeah, awesome, of course. But you know, guys like you probably drooling over.
Not me.
Can you just blow a kiss at me, Miss Mills?
You be Zion Williamson to the 10th power. You be them. Gave all, hey baby, here go my checkbook. You just take and give me what you think I should have. I love you. You've been married 10 times already.
You can't have my wheelbarrow check.
Yeah, man, but she is the perfect example to show, like next year when they do the NBA rookies come in, they need to show them this situation.
You know they're gonna do it.
Yeah, and tell them about it. You know, this girl, because really, I don't think basketball wise they can do much, but some of those companies that they deal with, what Zion deals with for his endorsements, they could, I could see maybe them messing with his endorsements, because they like more wholesome, because he was a wholesome type dude, man. Went to Duke and came out of a 2-parent household. I don't think it was a stepfather, but never any type of trouble in his background or anything. He was like almost like a golden boy, man. But and so that's the only thing I could see some of them companies that they want that wholesome image, maybe dropping them. But as far as basketball wise, man, ain't nobody gonna care about him messing with no skeezer.
Really?
Yeah, I remember my homeboy used to call them skeezer pleasers. Yeah, that's an old school term. Them people, well, the young folk, they can figure out what a skeezer pleaser is, but that's what she is. But she, man, this girl has no shame on letting the world know she ain't nothing but a hoe.
Yep.
Yeah, but just think, man. Well, to Zion Williamson, that little $107,000 a month he was giving her, that's basically nothing. But to the average person, for her to not have any skills, and that's what really trips me out with a lot of these women, well, even more so with the dudes. They get these women that the only thing they have going for them is looks, what they born with. I'm like, man, you got to have some other type of skill other than your looks. And that's all that she has. And he should understand, if she's giving it up to him, doing the tornado on him or hurricane, whatever it was, if she's doing all that for him, the next dude that offers her more money, she's going to be doing it on him. But he trying to like wife this girl, like, trying to have a serious relationship, instead of him just using her like a pair of shoes, man. You get through, just throw them away. Because that's how, and I don't even like to say it like that, but that's how she puts herself out. But he done fell in love. A sucker done fell in love with a trick.
Yep. But we can just pray for him. But I was just thinking, I'm pretty sure that his parents had that talk with him before he decided to go to college, man. I got to believe that his parent had talked to him about what to expect when he tried to get into that.
Yeah, but even if his parents didn't talk to him, he's an NBA player. This stuff has been going on for years. Man, I don't know. I haven't been to a basketball game in a minute, but when you do go to them pro basketball games, you will see the women will go all the way down to the bench and be giving these dudes numbers, man. And it's not a secret or nothing. And so he knows exactly what's going down in with these women. He knows, because just imagine, when he was a rookie, he came in, some of them dudes on the team was like, hey man, they know some of the women with a name, tell them to stay away from them. And be, hey man, watch out, strap up, man. You mess with this one because she's trying to get one of us as a baby daddy. So he even if his parents didn't tell him, the players themselves would talk about it. What they say, like Donald Trump say, locker room talk. And
that banner talk.
Yeah, so he knew, but he just fell a sucker for love, man. He fell into something that he should have known that it wasn't, but he trying to make it into a full-fledged, relationship with both women or whatever, man. I'm like, man, but he really screwed up by getting the one pregnant, man. If it's his, because just imagine how much she's going to be getting from him, a month, man.
Well, I mean, if he stays with her, I'm pretty sure she won't try to hit him up. Or she can have that baby and just say, well, I don't want to be with you anymore, but you will be here for my lawyer.
that's what it is. Them women, most of them women they don't give one damn care about the players. It's the money. And as soon as they get pregnant, all that nice and good stuff and doing the tornado on them, all that stuff is out the window because she got what she wanted. She got that money, and for at least 18 years of the baby, and I guarantee you, even if she's a horrible, terrible mother and doesn't even want kids, she will fight for custody of that baby just because she wants that money coming in.
Mm-hmm.
Even though, just say even with Zion Williamson, man, with that, if it is his baby, and more than likely, the other lady, she probably, well, I don't even care if she has a decent regular people job. It's nothing compared to him. But if he's the father, just say if he got custody, he can hire all kind of nannies, or just let his mother raise him, or do all this and give the baby a great life without the mother having full custody. but that mother
Right.
would not allow that because she wants the money. And that's all it is. It's a money grab. Cause that's why, man, when I look at guys like look at LeBron, he was one of the smartest NBA players. He stuck with his girl from high school. So it wasn't, even though he started getting fame when he was younger or whatever, but he didn't have money, he didn't have money like that. But these guys here to come and acting all brand new with it and, thinking, oh, I got, I just signed a $40 million contract a year. And all of a sudden, all the women like me. They can't understand what it is, man. It's so stupid to me, man.
Yep.
And so he just, man, I just looked up here on his contract. He just signed, he's in the first year of a 5-year, $193 million contract, man. Golly, that's almost $40 million a year right there. And so you figure with that, man, I guarantee you she's gonna be getting at least $2 million a year from him.
Yeah, but we'll just have to wait and see when she has a baby. But I know, man. But I guess it's up. Our time is up, my good people. So, and we just thank you all for listening. And I hope a lot of you all would just take a lot of this and leave y'all feedback. Tell us what you think, and also subscribe to our channel. We still need your support, and that's all we can just go as say to that effect. But we just appreciate you all just listening to our show and just hang with us. We're gonna get there.
Yeah, all of our thousands, hundreds of thousands, millions of viewers. Y'all are there whenever times are lean. Y'all sticking by us like George and Weezy. And so when we hit the move on up to the east side, we're gonna have a special. Yeah, we're gonna have a special show, and we're gonna invite all of y'all in. And Tubesox Spam, Wunderful Will be giving out free cars like Oprah. It's gonna be like you get a car, you get a car, and you get a car.
That's right. All right, y'all. Well, we thank you all again, and y'all just take care and have a great week. And we'll be talking to you soon. Peace.
Hey, this is Wunderful Will of the Bag Show. Don't forget to like and subscribe to the Bag Show. We appreciate your support in advance. Peace.